ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 64 of the TBD Gaming Podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Harry. Joining me today, full crew, we have Adri. Yeah, Adri's son is very excited. He's trying to mimic Donkey Kong, I think, which is on theme.
Yes.
Oh, I'm right. And joining
Okay.
us, I think last week he's not here. Reese.
Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well, of course.
All right, and joining us today also is Zergg. Not sure he's able to reply to say hi or not.
I can. Hi, everyone.
Oh my God, he's here.
Yeah, thanks for the session again, and I hope today gonna be an exciting discussion.
It's gonna be a good one.
Exciting discussion it is, because today we will be talking about the most recent Nintendo Direct, the one that just happened
Whoa.
2 days ago, I think. Yep.
Oh,
All right,
Wednesday, yeah.
Yep. But before that, let's just quickly go through the game that we have played. Adri, you want to share first?
What I've been playing? I played. I was in the kampong for the first few days. So what did I play? I played nothing much. But I did play Megata Musashi. Wired, yes. At the kampong on my Switch. Because I watched the anime. The anime seems to cover only the first two major arcs of the game, and then they end it like that, and I have to continue in the game to finish the overall story, which I find it kind of weird because they made the final episode feels like the end of the series, but actually the story continues more
Sorry,
in
what
the
was that?
main game.
Sorry.
Megatan
Mega
What was
Musashi.
that?
Megata Musashi.
Oh, okay, Megata Musashi. Okay.
Yeah, which is a very good mecha anime, by the way. It was so good. I did not know. It's a sleeper hit, lah. I'm surprised a lot of people are not talking about it because it doesn't follow the typical mecha tropes for the protagonists or the characters or even the mechs for that matter. But the storyline, the status quo, kind of shifts very differently in that anime. So if you want that different mecha anime in your in different tastes or different environment, you can try Megaton Musashi, uh, the anime first. But it's hard to find. I had to go to ARC sites to find the first two seasons. But I got the game, and the game seems to follow exactly what the anime does. But the anime is more fleshed out like in some scenes. But the game um at least you can customize your mech so it looks different every time there's a cutscene. But yeah, the story, like I said, the anime was like until two major arcs, and then they really left it in a cliffhanger. Like they introduced a new enemy in the final episode. The status quo changed again, and then they introduced a new mech at the end, and then they call it the final episode. So now I'm obligated. I want to finish the whole story, and it's only in the game right now. So I'm currently rushing through the game, going through all the major arcs that I saw in the anime, and yeah.
That,
But
that,
so far, I'm having a blast. Though. Megata Musashi, one of the best mecha games out there.
what an interesting way to continue the story from anime to game. I'm just wondering
Right?
how. I mean, I'm just wondering how the continuity. How many people will buy the game? Actually, can you play the game without watching the anime?
Yeah, you can because
Okay.
you is exactly not to say
Okay,
scene by scene the
which
dialogue.
one?
Sorry.
Sorry, which one was the which one came out first? Was it which one's the
Uh,
license one? The anime
okay.
or
This is the weird one. It came out a long time ago. It was just called Megata Musashi. The game lah is on Switch or PlayStation,
Hmm.
and I think you can play the entirety. I think no, they were like segmented. So I guess the first game reached until the end of the first arc after the invasion, and then they released a free to play sequel called Megaton Musashi X. Okay, which is also the second season's name, Megaton Musashi X. So Megaton Musashi X ends with yeah lah, they introduced the new enemy and the new mech. And apparently Megaton Musashi Wired seems to finish that overarching storyline properly. So yeah, but Megaton Musashi Wired, you buy the whole, you buy that game and you have all the content from the beginning up until the end. So you
Okay,
don't
fine.
have to play, or you don't have to buy the ones before.
Okay.
Yeah, which is
Mhm.
which is makes it even weird because it was a free to play mobile phone and Switch game, right? So every time I log in, they have this daily login bonus. I'm like, what the heck? I can just get these items in the game, and or they even have a battle pass which includes more items that you can get in the game. So I guess they didn't want to took the trouble to take out all those free to play stuff and they just integrate everything that is already in the game, or probably was just hard to get resources in the mobile game in the free to play version. So they're like, here you go, you can just get this now by playing the game. So yeah, it's a hybrid of a mobile and a full game right now. But so far, I'm enjoying it. The gameplay, the story is pretty good. It's yeah, the customization. Oh, it was a free to play, right? So it has that he has that huge ass web of uh skill tree that that used to tempt you to buy more, to ask you to use your real money to unlock more. So now since this is a premium game, everything you is so huge now. You have to like it had become a grindier game, because all the resources are in the game now. You can't use real currency to get anything. So yeah, it's a graduate game, so you have to like repeat the side missions and whatnot. Oh yeah, and the side missions are quite a lot. Like a mobile game, they were like, here's all the side missions that you can use to grind all the resources. So it has a lot to you. It has a lot of that, which yeah, it's kind of weird. It feels weird because I know I played this kind of mobile games before, and this is a premium game. But I know I saw reviews like people were praising it, like, oh, the customization is very vast and very a lot of things to do. So I guess that's good. I guess that's what people want in an actual premium game. So but to me, it's like, oh, this is like a mobile game but with premium stuff. Which okay, I'll just play the game normally. The gameplay is still good though. Gameplay is super good. One of the best mecha games out there. Action adventure game too, I might add.
Okay.
Better
Okay.
than Armored Core. Sorry, for putting it out
Whoa.
there.
What's that? What game is that?
Armored Core.
Oh,
Better
Armor
than
Core. Okay,
Armored.
okay, okay. Very Armor Core. Okay, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Megatan Musashi, right? That's the game, right?
Yeah,
Wyatt. Megatan
Wired.
Wyatt.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next, we have Reese. What about Reese? Play any games?
All right. Okay. I've been a bit busy during Idil Adha, so been very active
Ooh,
in
slaying cows.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, but I've been trying to plat FF7 Rebirth. Just
Wow. Okay. Okay.
got it done like last week, if I'm not mistaken. So we've been
Oh,
trying
you
to.
planted already?
No, I'm trying to plat it up. So
Just trying to. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm working on, because there are some bosses that are pretty rough, I would say. So I've
Yeah.
been clearing those off. I think, because once you've defeated, I think one of the sorry, spoilers, guys, Gilgamesh.
Oh.
Then
Oh
you'll
my
get
god.
that right. So you'll get that lot of those I would say what we got, simulator battle kan, and so it's like those are hard
Yeah.
mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
So been
The
trying to play that a
legendary
lot.
river.
Yeah, because I think uh I love the gameplay so much. It's like uh so fluid, and then so interactive. And then at the same time, this is what I expect from a JRPG kind of style, because yeah, you'll be able to switch your characters between one another whenever you want to do it, right? So I just love the gameplay so much. So I've been doing that. I've been playing that game a lot. But as well, I've been opening up my Elden Ring as well. Haha. So
Oh, you bought the
I
DLC.
I want to say
no,
yes or
I haven't bought.
boo.
I haven't bought it. I haven't bought the DLC. It
Oh,
was just trying to see whether I still because
still got it.
okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Still got it.
I'm not really good in Elden Ring compared to the other Souls game. Well, I'm not good
Okay.
in a lot of Souls game, but I'm good in Bloodborne actually. But for some reason, Bloodborne,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So Bloodborne, compared to Elden Ring, there's a lot of difference that made it a bit difficult for me to play Elden Ring. I don't know why. Maybe you guys, uh, because I think Bloodborne is a very offensive kind of game. So it is a game that you need to be aggressive. Elden Ring, I feel it's a bit more on the defense kind of line, dodging, parry kind of stuff, right? So
Yeah.
so I'm not really good in those kind of gameplay lah. Not to say that I'm bad or what, but not as good as I'm when I'm playing Bloodborne lah. Because Bloodborne, I mean, you really go offensive. You shoot counter guns, so it's pretty fluid kind of gameplay. So yeah, okay. I'm running off topic. So what I want to say, I'm opening up I'm playing my Elden Ring back just to see whether I got that eagerness to get the DLC. So,
Okay, that's a good way.
because just want to get whether should I get it or not. Should I get it? So I wanted to try it first. So I think I'm gonna hold it a bit more first, because so I'm gonna wait maybe to see if there's any more discount on it. So I believe it got released today, right, or yesterday? The DLC.
Yeah, just today.
Yeah, today, right? So yeah, I've been playing that a bit as well. And then I got after the direct, I was very very interested to play some Metroid games. So popped this as well in my Wii U. So
Yeah. Oh,
Uy.
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
all right. So yeah,
Ancient tech.
yeah, very ancient tech.
Okay.
But for some reason, right?
Damn.
The Wii mode, I don't know. I got a thing for it lah. So it's always nice to play FPS
FPS.
game with
Yep.
game. Yeah, I don't know.
It is. Not just you.
I know. Wii mode has always been getting that uh what to say, the feedback that they are not so accurate in terms of their control needs to recalibrate a lot kind of stuff. But I'm having fun with Metroid ecos with that Wiimote lah. It just feels nice lah, so that you can just can. So yeah, I haven't. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't tried Metroid Prime Remastered. If you guys recall, I got it last year and haven't even opened up the box so until today.
Oh,
'Cause,
really?
yeah,
Okay. You
Yeah.
should try it. You should try it. You'll be
yeah.
amazed.
So I'm of course lah. This goes back to the what we're going to talk today. So yeah, I've been checking out Metroid Prime series on this. Yep. So yeah, that was just about it.
Ooh. Move on to Zergg. Zergg, you want to talk?
Oh yeah, I've been playing Darkest Dungeon as well.
Okay.
I think NSO got the free version of it, right? So any of you guys downloaded it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually
so-
saw it on sale as well. I wanted to buy it, but I want to play the demo a bit first. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Play first.
Yeah, play first.
I got it on my
Mhm.
iPad. It works better on the touchscreen to me.
Touch screen, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zergg, sorry, you want to say? Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking my mind. Not sure whether this is clear.
Sorry, is that?
Okay.
It's gone.
Is this clear?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay.
Yes,
Can
I'm very
hear. Can hear.
Sounds
Okay, so-
okay.
Yeah, so there's no new game for me. Diablo, Hades 2, and also Mario Pepper Mario. So I
Paper
think
Mario.
Mario paper. Okay, we get it. We
Mario
get it.
and
paper.
We get it.
yeah, and I got back to Rebirth
Mm-hmm.
because I finally got to know that the two of these fella just finished the game. So I just want to remind myself how the ending was like.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I may probably open up the Forbidden game 2 days ago,
What is that?
and I may
The
accidentally purchase
forbidden
the
game.
DLC as
Oh,
well.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Right?
So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Ah,
Oh
But
my
Yeah, I'm so disappointed. I
goodness.
don't know what kind of forbidden game you're talking about. I was excited for a moment. That's just Elden Ring. Check.
Why do you open it?
I didn't say it. I didn't say it was.
Oh, so
You
it's
know.
not Elden Ring. Okay, fine. All right,
he's
cool.
on mute.
Oh no, no, no.
I wanted to ask.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Uh, I
See if you
wanted to
can
ask him
reply.
about the Paper Mario. I wanted to ask him about the Paper Mario because
Mario
Yeah,
paper.
proceed.
I think he meant
Please
Super
do.
Mario RPG. Is it?
No, the Thousand Year Door.
Thousand Year Door. I would
Oh,
assume
Thousand
Thousand
Year
Year
Door.
Door,
Okay,
right?
okay. My
Nah,
apologies.
well, no, man. Okay. Whenever you got a chance, maybe you can just give me a bit of. Sure. Yep.
Okay, cool. I only have. I don't have much time to play this week as well. The only thing I did was right after I finished our podcast recording of the last podcast. I think is it the same night? The same night? No, the next night I actually finished off Tears of the Kingdom. Yep. So I finally managed to finish a game actually this year.
Oh,
I'm
nice,
gonna
nice.
I'm gonna book a session with you, Ari, just
Oh yeah.
to just
Okay.
go through your
I
experience.
know you. I know. I've been
Yeah.
waiting. I have been promising you
Yeah.
month after month, week
No,
after week. I'm so sorry.
no problem, no problem, no
It's
problem.
finally time.
Nothing to be apologizing for. I'm okay.
Yeah, I actually enjoy the ending part of Tears of the
Ending.
Kingdom.
Oh my
It gave
god.
me. There was a part where it gave me. What's it called? Shit. What's the name of the game already? Skyward Sword ending vibes. So I actually really enjoyed it,
Mm.
especially the very last scene. Wow, epic man, so
Whoa.
damn epic. Um, I
It
I'm glad
was. It
I'm
was
glad
indeed.
I pushed through and finished the game. So I'm waiting to see what other games I'm gonna finish next. There are a lot of games I started maybe at the middle or almost at the end. I didn't finish. So I think I'm gonna start doing that
Yeah.
lah. I think I'm gonna start doing that, especially the open world ones, because I'm with like Adri, like that.
Yeah.
Always got that open world fatigue. You don't want to finish
It,
it. So yeah.
no, you're right. You're right. You're right. I think the open world game, for I think a lot of them would what you call make you feel uh burnout. I would say that that's the word, right? So
It's true. Yeah.
yeah.
Nothing but the truth. Thing but the
Sorry. So
Okay, now my noise. No worries. Whenever we
mm,
get here, we'll
mm,
try to clarify with you.
mm.
Anyway, that's pretty much me. Tears of the Kingdom finished already, so I look forward to see what kind of games I'm gonna move on next. So let's move to our main topic today, which is the Nintendo Direct that happened 2 days ago. So what we'll do is we will go through. I won't go through chronologically, every game first. What I'm doing is that chronologically I'll do first party, then third party. All right, because first party is the main stuff. For
The list is
Nintendo.
pretty big, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
pretty
the
big.
list is
So
pretty big. Yeah.
so
So
just to let you guys know, in case we will mention the games that maybe you like, but in case we have no opinion and we just pass through, please don't get mad. It's just that we have no we just maybe it's not our cup of tea. That's pretty much it. But most of the game, I think we have some stuff to talk about lah. So let's get started right now. All right. So for first party games, they started off with what a good opening, man. I think Adri also agree with this, which is Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Yeah,
I'll
man.
share my thoughts first. I think it's a surprise announcement. It looks so good because my impression of the Mario and Luigi games is in the handheld. I still remember when I played it, and compared to that with this one, it looks so much better, and it feels like a next generation of Mario and Luigi game, even though the gameplay mechanic is still that, that very engaging. You gotta hit some, in order for you to hit the enemy, you gotta do something, some button prompting stuff like that, which is pretty cool, to hit the enemy lah. So I like that it still remained there. So I'm actually very excited about this one. What do you guys think? Just go ahead.
I was surprised to see it, to be honest, because we got the news that the studio, crap, what's it called? Hen?
Last time,
Alpha
right?
Dream,
Yeah, last
Alpha
time.
Dream,
Yeah, correct.
Alpha
Yeah,
Dream.
Alpha Dream.
Alpha Dream, right? They've been
Alpha Dream.
handling the Mario Luigi game for
Mm.
what? Since the beginning? Since the very
Correct.
beginning of
Mm.
the thing. And so
Mm.
I was thoroughly surprised to see it appear again in,
Revived. Yep.
yeah, revived somehow. I don't know. I didn't check who's doing it now, but
No,
I think
I don't think so. They're sharing. I don't think so. They're sharing.
oh, okay.
I,
I think it's
I
Nintendo internally are doing it,
the
right?
thing is, recently, well, there's been a trend from Nintendo. They're not sharing who's the developer until it's
Right.
actually. I
It
don't know
is
what
released.
for some weird reason. I
No,
think that they
I
are doing that.
I kind of like it though. Like they don't give too much pressure on the developer, because sometimes when a dev team is being reviewed, right?
Yeah,
People will
yeah.
like dig through their past and then start to do some speculation.
True,
Like
true, true, true.
what's it called? Would agree that sometimes a dev team, they don't always make bangers. Sometimes they make some
Yeah, yeah.
not so
Blunders.
bangers, blunders. That'll be another way to say it. So when people know that, then a lot of speculation, a lot of negative words is being said. So I feel like it's a good idea to just let them do what they do, and then at the end, the credit only show who they are. I like this
Yeah,
this
yeah.
concept. I think that is
Unless
better.
unless they try to keep it as a new studio,
Could
uh,
be.
maybe to surprise people, or it could be the sequel to Alpha Dream, Beta Dream. I don't know. You never know.
Okay,
But
fine.
but yeah, seeing it. Oh man, I'm just looking at it again. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe. I was expecting it to be a remake of some sort, but thank goodness it's
Correct.
a new entry. It's a freaking new entry. I'm so happy. It looks so good. They kept the art style. They kept the art style and everything, but at the same time, it is new. It is brand new. Feels familiar, but looks new. Oh my god, Nintendo is it started very good with this one. I'm so happy to see it. I'm so happy Mario Luigi is back again. My
And
goodness, the rise of Mario and Luigi RPG is coming back, guys. Oh my goodness.
And I can confirm, right, in 10 years, 20 years time, right, when people go back to this game, right, people will still feel that it's a very timeless game because of the art style. Because it's not like realistic looking or whatever. It has its own unique art style that I feel like a decade or two later, even many many years after that, it will still feels like, like still looks good and stuff lah. So Reese, what about you? You got anything to say about this game?
Of course, I think I okay. Let me just start off with the expectation first. So when we know that Nintendo is gonna do this direct, uh, my expectation were very low. I mean, they've set it up pretty low with Furukawa announcement like a month ago saying that there'll be a direct, but we're not gonna be talking about the next gen kind of stuff. So and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
I was having the idea that okay, this is gonna be a filler kind of direct, so they're just gonna fill up the
Yeah,
gap
yeah.
between the release of a new platform. So I was putting it at a very baseline kind of expectation. And then when this pops out, so I was like, whoa, okay, all right. They have some
It started out
pretty,
strong.
yeah,
Very
they started
strong.
strong. Yeah. Uniquely enough that when the game showcase happened, so the title was like Mario and Luigi without any what you call
Yeah.
that subtitle, right? So I was
Subtitles,
like,
right?
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I was like, well, okay, all right. They doing this out of just to uh cover that time frame between the gap and stuff. But then eventually, the title came out. So it's a brother ship. So apparently, it's gonna be a game where you're gonna travel on ship. I would assume. something like that, because
I
It,
think the
you're
ship.
gonna jump from an
it looks
island to an
like
island. Yeah.
yeah.
I agree with the
So
It's
shipping, lah. I agree with
crazy.
the
It looks good.
the
yeah,
ships
it
looks
was the
suspicious.
title was, yeah, the title was a bit odd, but I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. They put some sense into it. So, and then I was like, wow, it's a really good start of the direct. And
Super good.
yeah, and the best thing is you don't see this in any of the leak news that you've been getting for the last 2-3 weeks. So it's basically something that's nobody ever expected, as you
Mhm.
mentioned. So that's really good. And then just going back to what Adi mentioned, the last time uh, this type, sorry, this franchise came out was 2000. It was like 9 years ago, right?
Almost 10 years,
9 years
so
ago,
you're close.
almost 10 years. So
Oh,
so it was for
they had the
3DS.
they had the remake for the 3DS one.
Did they?
2018, the Bowser Inside
Uh,
Story one. The
oh, okay,
third
that was a
game
remake. There,
they remade.
that was a
Yeah,
remake. Okay, for Switch, is it?
for
No.
3DS. That
3DS,
was the
3DS. I
last
remember
one.
now.
Oh, okay,
I
okay. So,
remember
all
that
right,
one.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
So yeah. So it's with that we were talking about 6-7 years before. Yeah. So it was as what I mentioned, it was very good revival kind of it at the right time. Nintendo knows when to deliver this, and there you go. I think it was gonna. I mean, this game is gonna be on this November this year, right?
November
Is that
7th.
gonna be the
November
yeah?
7th.
So they
yeah,
this is what I love about Nintendo Direct. Nintendo always release those things that are they can give like at least a time frame when it's gonna release. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
always, yeah. Of course, Metroid is a different it's an exception to this, but yeah, I like when Nintendo do that. So right now we have like a three subline of RPG game with Mario. So we have this I think Super Mario RPG came out this year, right? And then we
Yep.
have we have
Late of last year. Late of
oh
last year.
later, okay, late last year. And then we have
Paper
Paper
Mario,
Mario,
Thousand Year
and
Door.
then now we're gonna have another RPG. So Brothership. So that is a very strong subline for Mario franchise. So Nintendo uh
It's crazy,
basic,
man. It
yeah,
is
they have
crazy.
so many things that they can explore. It's amazing. So it was a good start for the direct. Yeah, and I thought it was a
Very strong. Very
yeah,
strong.
very strong.
Yep. This what happens that when the companies plant seed and develop it very carefully, and now it's really growing to be a very big tree with a lot of possibilities or things you can do that tree that you're planting. So, Zerg.
He's
Zerg.
operating.
Okay, we shall move
Leave
on.
him. He's operating.
All right, if he. Oh, okay, never mind.
So,
He's
That
here.
sorry, the line. My line is not so good, so you just proceed. I'll try to.
Okay, no
sure,
worries.
sure.
No worries. Whenever you want to just chime in, yeah? Okay? Don't worry about that. Alright, next we move on to Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. This one is coming out very soon. It's coming out actually next month, July 18.
July, right? July,
July
yeah,
18.
July.
So I have no opinion about this one except that there's a mode where you can actually fight with some ghost datas, and to be the last one survive or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, no opinion. What do you guys think?
Sorry, what was that again?
Oh, can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Sorry,
mean,
can you repeat that?
sorry. Basically, I have no opinion about this one except that there's one mode where you like have to survive against like other ghost status of other players.
Eh,
So you try to be the last one standing. So
Oh,
I thought that was pretty cool. Other than that, yeah, I'm
it's
indifferent.
it's it's a
oh,
yeah. In general, it's in NES games. So you in so what they are going with this is that they are setting this up as a think online kind of feature for the game where you can set your record, your record, your scores kind of stuff, and then put it up on the top 10 list worldwide kind of stuff. So that's the way that they're treating this. So we're gonna have a pretty, I think 20 games, was it? Was it 20 games or 15 games?
They didn't mention it here, but I
So
recall a lot.
yeah.
I recall a lot of games.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of those NES game where there'll be various way that you can stamp your best gameplay,
Gameplay
scores, time, and then competing with the world. So yeah,
I mean, games like this is mainly for bragging rights, right? Am I saying
bragging
right?
rights.
Bragging
It's
rights, right?
those are simple games. You don't have to. Usually those games are pretty straightforward. You don't see a lot of complexity in it. Just that you need to be very efficient and very I think expert pro. I don't know
Expert in the game,
how,
basically expert in the game, lah.
yeah. So yeah,
Know the
exactly.
ins and outs
To
of
nail
the
it.
game.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Adri, you have any thoughts about this one?
It's an interesting looking game. If you're like it's cool that Nintendo's using all their old games and twist it around to make it a new thing. So I give props to the recycledness of
Mm.
their old games to make it like more fresh and new in a competitive multiplayer sense.
Frame.
So
Yep. Exactly.
yeah,
Okay.
I give them props for that. But other than that, I don't think it's for me too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
but it's great.
Yep.
It's great lah. Nintendo got some people. Nintendo is open to this kind of things
I,
where they will reuse their IP in a different way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a big market for that. Like, maybe not for us, but I'm pretty sure. I think you see all those Mario 99. What do you call that? That Mario 99, and then that uh
The Tetris
what was the game?
99, the
Tetris,
Yeah,
we have that.
Tetris 99,
Yeah, we have this
the
Mario
F
99.
Zero,
F-Zero
F-Zero
99.
one,
the
yeah,
F
yeah.
Zero.
So
Yeah.
I think those kind of things, like they're just showing their creativity in how they handle those classic games that they have. So there'll be market for that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. Next game is Nintendo Switch Sports. They announced a DLC for
Oh, took them very long
Yeah.
enough.
Free
basketball.
DLC, right?
Took them long
Free
enough.
DLC.
Free DLC.
Coming this summer. No specific date yet, but it's coming this summer. I'm just saying like, okay, finally lah. What takes you so long? Yeah, that's my only thought about that. What do you guys think? You guys have anything want to add in about this one?
Yeah, it took them so long. Like what the heck? This is like one.
When was it? I mean, the base game was released,
A year ago.
2022.
I think it was 2
2
years
years.
ago.
Was it a year? 2 years ago.
Yeah,
And I believe
2022, right? Yeah.
golf. The last one was golf. That came out. Yeah, 2 years at this point already.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that was in the 2 years ago direct they announced, and then it came out like holiday of 2022.
22.
So yeah, so them finally releasing one game for this is, I think it's damn too long, man. I don't know, man.
No, I think last
It's
year.
I think this
I think last year they did come out with some
It-
other
I
additional
think,
modes.
correct. I recall
For
last year there was
credit's sake.
something.
But it just takes so long.
Mm.
Seems like basketball seems like a no-brainer. Which is weird
Yeah.
lah. It feels like I don't know,
Yeah.
you guys. I don't know what you guys think lah. But this generation, the Nintendo, the sports game that they make, right, like Mario Sports and stuff, right? Heard that it wasn't like that feature rich. A lot of people buy the games and then like feels like
Casual-
like very empty. So
Casual
I'm not
market
sure what
would
happened there.
appreciate that. Yeah. I think the casual those parents that are not really into gaming, these kind of games are
right.
gonna be
Yeah.
yeah. But I agree with you guys. Feels a bit too long to wait for this for no. I mean, it's something that you would expect them to do it as soon as possible, right? But yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Alright.
of course, we have this kind of concept that it's always in the shelves, right? For Nintendo, it's always in the shelves.
Yeah.
Just that for them to pick it up and just. But yeah, it feels a bit off. They should have done it maybe a bit more earlier than this. But I don't know. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
agreed.
True.
Like too long, too late. But better than none. Plus it's free anyway. So next game,
Yeah. Sorry.
surprise, Donkey Kong Country returns in
Ooh,
HD. Ooh.
it returns.
Returns and
It's
returns
okay.
again.
Can I
Please go
start
ahead.
with this because
Go.
I'm a
Go
big
ahead. Go
fan of
ahead.
this game. A very big fan of the game. I remember trying during my younger days. Yeah, I've been very I would say I would say I've been very into this game that I completed all this because this game is tough. This game is tough. Of course, if you play on the uh, normal mode or some of that, it's pretty still it's not an easy game, but then it's not a game that that's that difficult for you to complete. But then once you get all the modes, the different modes, the no checkpoint mode, the speed run mode, and then there's this reverse map mode kind of stuff. So it becomes really challenging. It becomes so challenging that it's a game that it's gonna be pretty common for you to throw your controller away on your screen monitor because it's so
It was
challenging,
like
right?
Dark Souls,
Yeah, exactly.
a
So
side scroller.
yeah, exactly. And then of course back then I was okay. I played this on Wii because this is a game that
Right.
when they announced this, it's very difficult for you to classify this because this game was a remake, remaster. I don't know. We call it ported lah. I mean, this is a port game, right? From a game that was like 2010. It's like 15 years ago, right? So, it's a really a new old game popping in back to the library. So back then we played this with Wii mode. I don't know. I played this Wii mode. So I love it so much that because this game it requires you to shake the Wiimote for you to spin roll. I don't know what that move you call, right. So it
Okay.
requires
Yeah.
it was very weird, but
I know what you mean.
yeah. So my point is that I'm pretty surprised that they decided to port this. I know we got this for 3DS like back then, but then uh what was it for me is that I feel a bit sad that this is the best they can do with Donkey Kong
Right.
franchise because the last one that we got was Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. What was it? Funky mode or whatever, something like that. Which is
Yeah.
still a port version of the game. Of course, they added the easy mode into it, but for a game that is at that quality, Tropical Freeze was. I mean, I I don't think there's any other platform game that can meet up with that quality that were delivered by. I think was it Retro. Retro was the one that right, the Tropical Freeze, right? So
Yep.
the quality of the
Yeah.
game was so amazing. It's a bit sad that it was a bit underappreciated, which resulted it to be pushed back on the next reiteration for it because it's like the last time we got it was Wii U. That was like 2014, 2013, I think so. And we haven't and then they decided to do a port for the older version of it. It was like I'm a bit sad lah for Donkey Kong. They deserve more. They need a new game. They really need a new game and
Yeah.
yeah. So
I
yeah,
mean,
that's what
maybe Donkey Kong might go into 3D in Switch 2. Who knows?
okay. I'm assuming they did this because of
crazy.
sorry, was that a reason?
Sorry, I mean,
You
I'm
said
saying
They'll
that
be crazy.
maybe they are gearing up for a 3D Donkey Kong for Switch 2.
Okay, 64, right? 64 gain nightmare.
Oh,
But anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, anyway, I think they're doing this because of the new ride coming in at Nintendo Land. I don't know. I just got the gut. I just got the gut.
That's a good theory.
So
Okay.
we'll get that Donkey Kong ride.
That's a good theory. That's a good theory.
Yeah. So maybe they just uh bought this in just because to give a bit more option for people to play Donkey Kong with Switch.
Yeah.
The casual market to play Donkey Kong. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be they're gonna pop out this easy mode as well, just like what they did with Tropical Freeze. But yeah, that's what I think the main reason for this to be. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else want to say anything about this game before I move on?
I saw a thread on Twitter talking about how the
The
visual
quality, right? Yeah,
trailer,
I
yeah,
went through that. Yeah.
was a bit
No,
lacking. Then so like, oh, okay, but then the person who posted that, actually that person posted from a Game Explain video who compared
yep.
the Switch and the thing, right? So they
I went through
posted
the
it
video.
not to hate, not to hate on the HD version, but to like inform the dev that they still got time to like,
Yeah.
got that sorted out within the 7 months time they have since this trailer dropped. So yeah, people are hoping like by the time that after that 7 months they already
6 months.
like, yeah, they got that cleared out, and hopefully it looks better than the Wii version. So yeah, that's what people are
Yeah.
hoping lah.
Yep. Agree. Yep.
Alright. Next, move on to Luigi. Oh, sorry, just want to say, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is coming out on January 16,
January,
2025. Yep.
Wow.
which is odd as well, right?
Yeah.
Which is what?
Odd. I mean, I would expect it to be a bit more sooner than that. I don't know. It's just
I mean,
right.
like
yeah.
I say,
I don't know.
maybe there's more stuff that they haven't tell us lah. Who knows?
Yeah, most
Yeah,
probably
right?
that
Who
would be
knows?
lah. So yeah, most probably that would
Sounds
be lah.
about
So
right.
the one that they presented was just like a
Maybe there's a one more
alpha,
thing kind of thing lah. Maybe
a
just one more thing.
beta version of exactly.
Okay, next
True,
is
true, true.
talking about HD games. Move on to Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. This one is just a
Wow.
reminder. There's nothing new. It just want to remind you that it's coming out in 6 days, which is June 27. I played this is based on Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, right? So I played the game
Yep.
on the 3DS. I loved it. I played the co-op with
Seriously,
my kids. Good game. Yep, that's all I can say.
This is not my favorite if you're talking about Luigi's Mansion franchise because they went through with the hub mode right for this one, right? So
Yep.
I played it. I completed it. So that hub mode, I personally I don't like that route. So I prefer the one they did with the first one and of course the third one as well. So so in this game you need to get back to your hub to go to the next stage or whatever, something like that. So they did that. Not my favorite, but agree with what Harry's saying. It's still a good game. It's still a solid game. But yeah, so that's my
Yeah,
take on this.
the interactions, the possibility of interactions with the environment is so cool. I love it. So,
Yep, agree.
Yep. Adri, anything you want to say about
They just
Luigi's Mansion 2?
like Donkey Kong, I think it's time to make a new Luigi Mansion.
Oh yeah,
No, it's not like
you're right.
Luigi
I agree.
Mansion 3
Right?
never exists.
Luigi,
Well,
okay,
Mansion 3
okay.
was
This was the thing. Sorry,
Okay, I'll just keep
go ahead, Adri. Sorry, go ahead, Adri.
yeah, Luigi Mansion 3 was like what, 2019 before the pandemic. So I think it's
Okay.
time
About time.
they make a new one.
Okay,
About time to do 4. Yeah.
okay,
Damn.
that's the thing, Adri. That is the thing. That's the thing I was referring. So games like this, Luigi Mansion 3 and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze was a product that was amazing. It's just so sad because I think a lot of those were both of those games were not to say underappreciated, but then they don't get the limelight a lot. So
Yeah.
they were amazing game.
That's right.
I would say till this day I can consider Luigi Mansion 3 is one of, if not the best looking game on Switch because
Yep,
the
I agree.
visual was like so amazing. It's just that because they're not Mario, they're not Zelda, they don't get the first
First respect.
class,
The
yeah,
respect
first
you
class.
needed.
Yes,
The
exactly.
royalty
That
treatment lah.
yeah.
The
So
Royalty, yeah.
so that's what I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, that's why I agree with what Adri mentioned. they of course I know they're working on it. I'm pretty sure there's some teams within them they're
They're
working,
definitely
but
working on it.
yeah. But then again, it didn't get a lot of those marketing, didn't get those lot of those limelight to just get us excited about the game. So it's a bit sad lah. But of course, this is pretty normal lah, because there will be some favoritism, favorite kid in the in the family, right? So yeah.
Yeah, Mario is the favorite kid.
Of course, he is. He's making the most
He was
money.
there.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but if you're talking about quality wise, I think Luigi Mansion 3, I would say pretty top notch.
So you hear that, Nintendo? Adrian has made it very clear. Give us the Luigi's Mansion 4, damn it. You should have made it 5 right by now. Okay, just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
Make
should have
it
made it
5
by
by
5 by
now.
now. So they immediately just skip 4. Anyway, NSO update. We have the expansion pass update. A Link to the Past 4 Swords.
Oh yeah.
Metroid
Oh, yeah,
Zero
this is
Mission.
good too.
Woo! Turok
That was
Dinosaur
good. This is a
Hunter.
good one.
Turok Dinosaur Hunter, which is pretty cool. And Perfect Dark,
Perfect Dark.
Which-
Oh, I mean,
which
last
an
week.
Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
an update.
Yeah.
This this port wasn't that great. People have been
Oh, I saw
complaining.
that. I saw
Well,
that.
it's gonna be multiplayer, right? Of course.
So
Can
yeah,
be
but
multiplayer.
apparently the emulation wasn't that great, lah. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Was there uh, a video about that? I mean,
yeah.
how did you
There
guys?
are
was a
articles
thread.
about it already.
Hmm.
There are
Okay,
articles
okay,
It was
about
a
You can check it
Twitter
out.
thread I saw.
okay.
Yeah, they were like people were like pretty not happy without it with that thing.
Okay.
Maybe,
All right.
Yeah,
maybe,
which kind of
maybe
sad. I really want to try it out. I never played that game before, so I
I
really
never
want to
played
try
as well.
it out.
I never played it. I know it's very popular. At least as popular as GoldenEye back then. So I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people really love this game. For some reason, it was wait, this one was with who was the dev?
Um,
Rare,
about to say Rare.
Rare,
oh
right.
yeah,
Rare,
it was rare.
rare.
Right. So yeah. So when Xbox bought it over, I think there was a port of it. And then of course last week, if you guys recall, Xbox Showcase, this game was announced. Right?
The remake, right? The remake.
I don't know, it's a remake,
Yeah,
that kind
it's
of
a
thing.
remake.
So
Was it
yeah.
a reboot?
Uh,
Yeah,
I don't know,
okay.
maybe
I guess it's a
yeah.
reboot, like if you want to think about it, it's a reboot. There's a lot
Reboot,
of things that's
yeah.
very different. Yeah, I think it's a reboot.
Yeah.
But it's a weird
So-
thing that they do, like wouldn't you want to build a good name, get some good momentum going by making a good emulation? But you chose a
True.
bad,
Yeah.
but you chose a bad emulation for the job.
Well, you're right, but we're gonna have Force Adventure. I'm
Yeah.
definitely I'm very excited for that. I want to play with you guys, man. Come on, let's play this. Let's do a multi, because
Like,
that game
your
has always been like a game where it works best with multiplayer, because if you play a single player game, you need to switch between one link to the other link. So multiplayer would be the best way to play that, and we can do it online.
yeah.
I assume now, so that'd be fun. Well, we can try it out. Maybe one of these days.
Okay. Then we move on to next is Super Mario Party Jamboree. Let me just
Whoa.
make sure that I make that sound Jamboree. Hold on a second. When is it coming out? It's coming out on
Why?
October 17th. Sorry. October 17th.
You don't have to.
October 17th. Okay, I have to say that this game, I think this is the definitive
Ultimate
definitive
version
Super
lah.
Mario Party. Yeah, it's so called the
yeah,
ultimate,
yeah.
ultimate version. It seems like it, lah, right? Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
new boards, old boards, and seems like they
Correct.
learn from their
Exactly.
mistake, added in more mini games and stuff. So I guess this should
Yeah,
be the one
yeah.
to get ready.
I think the
guess.
multiplayer is gonna be up to what 20,
Oh, yeah,
20 of them. If I'm not mistaken.
There was a
Yeah.
mode. There was a mode
Oh,
that
20
let you have
player.
20 players. That
Oh.
was cool.
20-player multiplayer. Yeah.
That's
that,
crazy.
It
That
looks
one is
awesome.
cool. So I
It's
might get this
crazy.
one
It's
though.
crazy.
I'm gonna get.
Hopefully-
I
Mm.
hmm.
hopefully this one is live up to the name, live up to the promise lah. Like the previous one, like Super Mario Party. There's one Super Mario Party. What was Superstar? Like these are like when they marketed, it looks pretty well. But then once people play, they complain like not enough content and stuff like that.
Haha.
I'm just worried about this one, but it does seem like this is the like
But-
we said ultimate edition, right? So
Yeah.
hopefully
It will make sense. It will make sense that they're gonna release this game because Mario Party has always been in the top 10 sales.
yeah, it does.
Right.
That's the sad part. That's the sad
so,
part.
yeah.
Like why? I did mention
Everyone
before. I think
love.
I do you remember like few podcasts ago when we share like
Mhm.
the top
Mhm.
best Switch game? I did mention like
Mm.
why is Super Mario Party up on the list when it was a kind of
It's a fun
like,
it's a
It's a
fun
party game. Social game. It's
yeah,
a
it was,
social
but,
game.
but the thing
Yeah.
is that it wasn't. It was lacking in a lot of things. But
Of
then
course,
at
of
the
course.
At the end,
Yeah.
I mean, it's targeting casual gamers. Casual gamers
Casual-
don't really
casual
care.
market.
Yeah.
I wait. It's
Yeah.
not. I don't think it's targeting casual gamers. I think it's just targeting casual. So that's it. So people who don't play games can just
True,
pop
true,
in.
true.
And, yeah, something like that. So
It's
look,
just targeting normal people who don't
correct.
play
Yeah, which
games.
Gamers
true,
like
yeah.
us, gamers like us, I would consider myself as casual gamers. So I would definitely see those weaknesses in those products. I say, oh, they should have done this. They should have added this. So, but for casual, they don't care. It's a party.
Yeah.
Whenever they go for a
They
party,
don't even know
anything
the missing.
No,
if
I don't
anything
think
is
so.
missing.
Yeah, I don't think
yeah.
so. So that's why the sales are like up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I definitely agree. I agree. All right. I guess this should be the one to get lah. Seriously, I've been holding off already. This should
Agree.
be the one to
Me
get.
too. Me too.
I'm like, what is it gonna be the next one?
I'm gonna get.
Is it gonna
I'm
be
gonna
the
get
next
this one.
This
I'm-
one.
I'm-
I think this is the
I'm
one.
gonna.
I
I'm
hate-
gonna get this one.
I
No
hate-
choice, lah. No way around it. Yeah.
I hate to,
This is
to
it,
play
guys.
guesses
Okay.
already, Nintendo. This is the one, right? Yeah, just let's get
I
this one.
think this is the one. Yeah.
And then we move on to the last two bangers for first party. Right, get ready.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
The next
Which
game,
one? Which one?
The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Okay,
Coming out on
okay.
September 26th. It's cool.
Can you
because
believe it?
Nobody
Because,
believe it, man.
What's cool about this one is that you finally get to play as Zelda. And no, we did not count the CDI game, Zelda Wand of Gamelon. Or
Got
whatever it
so
is.
much to say about this game. Oh, this
Yeah.
game.
So anyway, first time Zelda playable.
Mm.
I would just say I am actually very excited when they show that one. I'm like, that looks like playable Zelda. Okay, got him. It is.
It's a good. It's a good twist. They
Yep.
started off like, oh, it's another Link centric game,
Awakening,
saving Zelda, but then suddenly like, oh wow, this what is amazing, man. Like and the art style, oh my god, they know Link's Awakening art style was clicking
Bomb.
well with
Yeah,
everyone.
exactly.
Yeah, so they decided to come back. I'm so happy they brought it back though. Even though I didn't finish Link's Awakening, but yeah, I love that art style, man. And then bring it back for Zelda's first official run. Oh man,
Nice.
that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
I just want to comment just one more thing about the combat, the way it handles combat. I'm glad that just because they wanted to change up how the game works, and not just because it's Zelda is a female, then they have to do like everything very cutesy and stuff like that. But they actually gives us a very practical, very unique way of Zelda handling enemies and stuff like that. So I find that is very encouraging because we see like, okay, like example you play Mario, you know how Mario works, right? You play Super Peach,
Yeah.
Super Princess Peach. Super Princess Peach feels very, it's a very girly kind of game. So you know that it
Yeah.
kind of targets females. But this game, right, I feel like the mechanics and stuff, right, it's not very female focused at all. I feel like it's more on very unisex kind of way. So male,
Yeah,
female
yeah.
gamers will enjoy it. So I'm actually very excited about this one. I'll be getting it. I want to hear what Reese says.
Okay. All right. So I'm disclaimer. I'm gonna.
He's ready.
There's so many
He's ready
things
to
I want to
burst.
talk about this game.
He's ready to burst.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, all right. So okay. Of course. Let's just start on how the it builds up. So as we mentioned a bit earlier, so it started out with the Mario Luigi, and then the couple of more games, and then of course when they popped out that NSO Four Swords Adventure, and of course Detroit Zero Mission, I was at that hype. Wow, this is looks definitely like a at least a kind of direct, because they've been delivering that quality with the idea of my expectation was pretty low, because as I mentioned earlier, so I was expecting this to be just a filler kind of direct. So when it goes up to that screen where you see this guy wearing a hood, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a remake version of Link to the Past or whatever, because we've seen how Link's Awakening had been remade. I was at a point where I was thinking, no, is this Link Between World? They wanted to port it into Switch, because that's one of the game that only is stuck at 3DS platform, right? So I was thinking, but then when I saw this, I was like, no, this is not. This is a different game, and not only that, not only that, they really decided to do a 180 degrees uh on the narrative of it, because right now you're gonna be playing as Zelda. Oh my god, that has always
Oh
been
my god.
that has always been a big kind of request from a lot of fans, because we've been seeing Zelda had always have that presence of damsel in distress kind of stuff, right? So it's always that someone needs to save her. Of course, uh, there's a couple of Zelda games where Zelda, while not being playable, but the character itself is not a typical damsel in distress kind of thing. They Zelda do something into the games kind of stuff, and where it plays a major role, at least from the narrative kind of
Tears of the
rule.
Kingdom.
So
Tears of the Kingdom.
yeah, of course, yeah. And then we got a bunch of events built. So when we got to know that we can play as Zelda, and it was everything pops out in my memory, because I recall there was an interview back in 2021. There was an article interview for Grezzo. They were doing some mystery game that only got. I mean, basically, we only got to know about this in this direct. So back in so this game has been in development since back in 2021. So for some reason it never got the news on what's the status of what game Grezzo was developing. So and finally we got to know, and it gives me it affirms my impression of how Nintendo works, because they do have a pretty long term kind of plan. They're putting their chess pieces based on their schedule pretty well. So I'm so glad that well, again, going back to the idea that this is supposed to be a dead end kind of console platform. I mean, we're at the end line of Switch, right? So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone was expecting that while Switch definitely gonna reach the end line as the first. I mean PS5, Xbox trailing behind. So we were expecting that Nintendo would be like, let's just chill out, just relax, wait for the next platform. But no, they decided to just put a nitro on it, and then boom, they yeah, they
Here we
they realized that,
go.
yeah, they realize that they're in front, and then they don't care. They just want to nitro it up. They just want to go to the end line with the best time kind of route. And when they released this game, I was like, wow, this is something that nobody expected this. I mean, any of you expected this? Nobody, right? I mean, I don't think there was any in the leaks as well, or whoever uncles or aunties working in Nintendo leaks. Basically, yeah, mention about this. But first
Your
party
uncle,
Nintendo.
man. It's your
Yeah,
uncle.
yeah, of course, my uncle. So that was like, oh, I was so excited to see this, and of course, what Harry was saying, that the gameplay thing was something that's very interesting, and I wanted to connect this to Tears of the Kingdom, because I think this is how Nintendo works. So this game is definitely a branch of whatever they did with Tears of the Kingdom, because apparently you can copy stuff, and then it feels like there's the ultra hand into it, and then of course there's auto build as well into it. So definitely it's something that branches off from the dev team output from Tears of the Kingdom. So this is what I love about Nintendo. They see this as an opportunity. They try to put a new spin on it, and then that's what happened. So I'm so excited for this. If there was an interview with Onuma like maybe 2 years, 3 years ago, where uh, Onuma was saying something like that. If they're gonna make Zelda playable, right? So they will do like a way where Zelda do not need any sword to play the game. So and that's what's happening. So right now, it's
That's what's happening. Yeah.
yeah. Zelda is holding a wand, and she'll be playing like a like a, how do you say, like a build up kind of game, which is something that I wanted to comment as well. Again, I'm sorry because I want there's a bunch of things I want to talk about this game, because it might be not a mainline game. It could be a game where you gonna do a lot of build up, like a Minecraft kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just assuming here right now. So so which is why I feel that it's very surprising to get this to be announced. Maybe it's not like a mainline. I know it's still a mainline game, but it's not like a mainline game where Link will always be the main character. So that's why they put Zelda into it, and yeah, it feels that they are very creative to fill in that gap between this and the next console, that next platform. And best part is we got a date. We got a date, guys.
Oh
We got a
yeah, that's
release date.
amazing.
Three
It's
months,
gonna be
3
somewhere in
months later.
September. Yeah. Oh my god. We have no
That's
clue
in 3
about this.
months.
And, yeah, we have no clue about this game before, and suddenly they announce it, and then wait, we're gonna release this year. And I was like, wow, this is just the quality that I expect from a pretty from a developer. Okay. I'm not belittling Xbox Showcase, because I know Xbox Showcase was pretty amazing last week, but a lot of those games were just a game without any release date, without any release window. So it was an amazing showcase. I'm sure of it. A lot of people love it, but then a lot of them are very cinematic, so they don't show a lot of gameplay into it. But this game, it feels
Yeah.
complete.
Or
So
even
I
a
mean,
release date, just so you
yeah,
know.
exactly. So
Yeah.
release window kind of stuff. We love to see those, right? I mean, of course, that will give a lot of pressure to the dev team, because when you share those dates, you're expected to deliver it within that kind of time frame, and when that happens, yeah. So going back to Echoes of Wisdom, I am so excited for this game. I love the way that they show that hill view, just like what they always did with Brother Wild. So that was nice, right? So you can see
Yeah,
the
that was a
world.
good
Yeah.
one. I like that.
Yeah. So suddenly Zelda going to that hill, and then you can see Hyrule, and then there was a lot of interesting point that maybe we can share in some of the podcasts later about this. So if you notice, there were a couple of Zoras, a couple of version of Zoras, and then that was the one Harry was sharing a bit earlier. So
Oh, that
are they
one.
doing the Spider-Man? Are they doing the Spider-Man thing?
Oh, they're doing the Spider-Man thing. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
okay.
So I was like, wow. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm so excited for this game. I'm so surprised, and this game alone put it up. At least we're gonna talk about this. I'm pretty sure that Harry want to talk about the rating for this. So this game alone put it another notch up for me when they shared this game. I'm so excited for it.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry for the
No,
TLDR
no, no,
kind of.
no. I am actually
But
expecting. I'm expecting no less
it was
than this.
Aonuma. I mean, Aonuma was announcing this. I mean, of course, we know this is Grezzo. I don't think there was any clear announcement that who dev this game, but I'm sure Grezzo is one who involved in this. As mentioned, there was an article way back then But then Onuma was so nice that he was sharing about this game as well. I'm so excited, man. Oh my! It's nice to see Onuma again on screen.
Yep. What a great surprise. What a continuation of the DNA from Tears of the Kingdom, the openness, the
Yeah,
creativity of solving puzzles, exploring the world.
correct,
So
correct.
can't wait to play this one. Really can't wait to play this one. And another surprise announcement: the Switch
Oh
Lite
yeah,
Hyrule Edition.
that
Oh,
looks
okay.
nice.
Well, I thought you were talking about Just Dance, but yeah, sure, that was nice.
Later. Hold your horses, man.
I saved the best for last. Anyway, Switch Lite Hyrule Edition September 26th is the same day as the release of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So this is pretty much the tie-in
Ooh.
console. To be frank, I think this looks amazing. Damn, if there's no issue, I might want to get this one though. I might want to get this
Really,
one though.
really, but this just we just gonna get. We were planning to get the Switch 2 really soon. I don't know. I
Uh,
thought that was a bit odd, but
the
yeah,
the
They,
thing
whatever.
the
they
thing
just want to
about
get rid. They just want to get rid of stock. They just want to get rid of all stock. This is just repainted Switch Lite, and then they're like, okay, let's ship it off now.
I'm okay.
Definitely, there's gonna
I'm
be
okay
like that.
to get this one because I never get a Zelda
Like,
edition
oh, okay,
console
oh, okay.
before. So I mean, I see lah, see lah. I maybe
Mm.
will
It's
want
worth it,
more.
lah. It looks nice. I
It
have to
does
admit,
look nice lah. You want to get it for the kid's
it
birthday or
looks
something
super
lah.
nice
So I'm okay with it lah for the kid's birthday.
for
Maybe
your
not for me.
birthday.
if me
For his birthday,
no, I have
right?
I have a light already. It's just like no use for me. But the kids,
You
I think
give
it's
that
fine.
light to your son's birthday.
Okay. I know that how
Well,
that works. I know how
if
that works. I
okay,
understand the
okay,
logic.
Harry. If you're gonna get it, don't unbox it. Just leave it there. You sell it like in 5 6 years. Like you're gonna
I
triple the
don't.
price. So yeah,
Oh,
The thing
that's what
is,
you're gonna do.
I don't. I buy things in my gaming stuff until now. I never sell them. Like if I want to sell some games I
Same.
have for 3DS, right? I think can sell well,
I
but
always
I don't sell.
I always have that. Always have that kind of understanding. So whenever I got a game, I say, if I don't, if after finishing it, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell this off. But then those things just never happen. I'll just
I
leave
give you
it in my library.
I give you a quick example of my mentality lah. When I was actually gonna sell the Wii, right? I feel very sad, for a
oh,
whole
Oh
week.
no! Don't
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
it.
yeah.
Why?
So
What?
no, very a lot of good memories with the Wii. So
Yeah, exactly.
See,
that's why I don't want to do that
a
anymore.
lot of my console up there. I just leave it there because I don't
Yeah,
have
see.
I don't
So
have the guts. I don't have the heart to yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like the part of the family already. So like the
Exactly.
fact that you need to sell away, right?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
not not a fan of that feeling ever again. Okay, I let's quickly go to the last first party, which is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond,
Whoa!
which is again
Yes.
another banger to close the show.
I I just want to shout that it was so amazing, man. I
Yep.
waiting. Yeah. Sorry, Harry. Go ahead. Sorry for my reaction because
No.
that
It's
was
okay. It's
my
okay.
real reaction when I watched that direct. So yeah.
Just give a quick impression. When I see it, I feel like this could be if this is done right. This could be Nintendo's what's it called, Halo, because it does look like it going to that kind of in terms of the world building, right? It got different factions fighting, but I have one issue. Not sure whether you guys think the combat for Samus, right? The what's it called already? The beam, right?
Mm.
Before charging in, right? When
Yeah.
you're shooting at the enemy, you feel no impact. It feels like it's I don't know, like it's just I feel it's not so very impact unless you charge the beam. So it's just that part I feel like something needs to be done.
Okay.
Something
Okay.
needs to be
Okay.
done. Only that part. Only.
All right. Have you played any Prime series? I just want to know that first
I only
because I want to
played.
get your.
I'm sorry, I only played the DS version, the Hunters.
If that is the case, that's
Oh,
why
that
you're
one.
having those kind of mindset. That's right. Betul Adrigan. I think that's why
Yeah,
because Metroid Prime series it's not Halo. It's it's definitely not Halo, because Halo is a
Or any it's a different it's not your conventional FPS game lah.
yes, exactly, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's different.
the yeah it's how do you say, it's difficult to describe it, but it's
You have to play it
the-
lah, betul betul.
yeah, that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
actually an adventure game, I would say, right? That
I
Yeah.
see some. I
first
seen.
person adventure. It's first person
Yeah.
adventure,
Yes,
not
yes,
first
that's right,
person
that's right.
shooter. It's not first person shooter, because the enemies are I mean, they are just there, just like how they did it in the 2D one. So they're just gonna be there all the time. Once you defeated him, if you come back to that zone again, they'll be there again. So at a point of time, you how to say, there's no requirement for you to kill those. You just speed run them. You just avoid them as possible, and then that would be the way to play the game correctly, something like that. So that's why I agree with what Adri mentioned. You need to play the game, only then you will understand what does he mean by
Yeah.
what we're trying to say, because it's a game where
That's
you
why you should get the remastered. You
you
should definitely
should
get the
you
remastered
should
to
you
try
should
it.
because because when you mentioned that this one is a Halo version of Nintendo, which is that's the point where I got the feeling that you've never played this Prime CD, because it's nothing like Halo. It's not the conventional way that you see on an FPS kind of game, because yeah, and
Yeah.
so that's what I'm gonna say. So just go with an open mind that this is not Halo. This is not what do you call that Half
It's
Life
not
kind
Call
of
of Duty,
Call of Duty. Yes, so
not
it's not.
Half-Life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not. So
It's
yeah,
it's its own thing.
its
In
own
that,
thing exactly.
in
So,
that case, for the combat part, I reserve my judgment first.
Yeah.
The only reason
Yeah.
why I feel that way is because in the trailer, right, it does kind of, the setting, like the fighting, the war fighting in the facility, stuff like that. A lot of enemies going on. Again, I mean, I did never play a Prime game before, so immediately the only thing that links me to is Halo, because there are scenes, a bunch of scenes like that in
Yeah.
Halo. So like, oh, how come like the shootings feel so weak? So okay, Ken, I reserve my judgment.
Yeah.
But aside from that,
Yep, yep, yep.
I feel like the game looks fantastic though. It looks Retro Studios does good job on the graphics and stuff. So I feel like it's
so
worth
good.
waiting lah. I feel like basically what I'm trying to say is it feels like it's worth waiting lah. So I'll let you guys speak your minds already.
How do they make this look so good? I mean, the way they remastered the first game was already amazing.
Amazing,
But
agree.
this one they blew it off the park again. Like
Yeah.
this is people keep thinking this is like a launch title. No, launch
Adri-
title for the next Switch. But
Yes,
this is also coming on the Switch. This is
well,
coming on the
will it be on the Switch? Do you
It
think
is,
that?
yeah, they confirmed. They
What
confirmed. They
the
confirmed already.
heck?
I saw the Nintendo Twitters. The one of them, like the UK
They
Oh,
one, I
say
think,
already, they confirm
coming
already.
to
Oh my
yeah,
god!
coming
It's
to
60
Nintendo
FPS.
Switch.
60
What?
FPS. It's 60 FPS. Okay, at least from the.
I
from the
don't
trailer.
know.
Likely
No,
lah,
I
right?
mean,
Yeah, for the trailer it was 60
yeah.
FPS, but I don't
So
know. That could be the trailer. But
okay, and
yeah, this looks so good for it's a good banger lah to for the Switch to go out. Like
oh
it's
my god,
pretty
this it is exactly. So
literally going out with a bang because there's
literally, yeah, yeah,
explosions that gonna happen in this game. So
yeah.
yeah, I
Still
can't wait for this thing to come out.
explosions
I
everywhere.
can't
I'm gonna share
explosions
you.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna share you a bit, Harry. How's the format gonna be, right? So you mentioned earlier, so because the format is actually very 2D Metroid, make it into 3D, something like that. So you'll have this huge map, this huge map. So those map will be segregated with zones, like this could be like forest. This could be like temple. So something like that. So that's the format that you see. Actually, when you saw that trailer, you'll see that maybe this one is gonna be under the spaceship kind of zone, and then there'll be a forest kind of zone. So with that, it gives me the idea that it seems like very impossible for it to be on Switch. So that's why I was pretty surprised when you guys were saying that this has been confirmed to be on Switch. I was like, I was thought like Furukawa was just the statement that we got from Furukawa a month ago or something like that, where they're just gonna be talking about Switch for this direct, and when they pop up this trailer for Metroid, I was thinking like maybe Furukawa just play with the word kind of game with that statement, right? So it's, of course, they didn't say that this is gonna be for Switch 2, but I was assuming that this is gonna be for Switch 2 because it looks so amazing. And then
Yeah.
with the demanding kind of gameplay that you would expect, I was pretty surprised to see that visual that they're doing for this round, right? So yeah, I'm the expectation is really up there right now. So it's gonna it's gonna require a lot of demanding uh performance from the fans. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep. I'm actually very excited about this one as well. So I'm gonna play the remastered first. So it's on sale. So
Yeah.
if you guys are interested, you can get it. It's until I think the sale ends on 2nd
I already got
July.
the physical edition.
Yeah,
I already got the
I don't know
physical
whether
Yeah,
should I
edition.
me,
get
me too.
the don't know whether I want to
Yeah.
get a physical edition. I saw it. I actually
Get
have it.
physical. The box. This dual size, dude. The physical one.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
And
It's worth
I
it.
might
It's
just
worth
wait a
it.
while and get the physical. Then I saw it's in my cart
Yeah, yeah.
for a very long time. So we'll see. Might
Time
just
to
get
get it.
time to get it. I think this is one game that I should get it. All right. So that's Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. All right, we still have a little bit of time.
Oh,
Just
okay,
let's.
okay.
Oh,
Quick one, just a bit
mhm.
more. See, I'm pretty so the titles finally there's a subtitle for it. So it's Beyond. I mean, it does feel that could it be that this is Beyond because it's gonna be Beyond Switch? I don't know.
That's reading it too much, I feel.
Right?
I feel bad for the copywriter who think about these. They're like, it's just a simple. I give bunch of options, then they choose one. Why people think so much so into it? Like, susah nak
Yeah.
jadi orang. It's just a name, okay? Honestly, a lot of times, obviously, the name kind of need to be in sync with whatever the core idea of the game is, lah. I know, but to say that it's linked to a Switch 2, that's kind of a bit. I feel like it's kind of
It
a
is
bit too.
definitely, yeah.
I feel like a bit too far. Like, really trying to reach for it, lah. Huh? Anyway, okay, we're gonna tricky just go through a bunch of third-party games. I'll keep listing out unless you have something to say about it. Then only I stop. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let me go back to the list. Hold on a second. So these are all the third-party games. So we won't be talking about first-party anymore. So cool. Let's start with Fairy Tale 2. It's a real-time strategy game. It's coming out this winter. I heard of Fairy Tale. I didn't know
Mhm.
there's a 2.
Surprised to see this.
So it does look cool. I mean, like, I don't think it's an RPG.
Surprised this game get a slot in what in the direct, to be honest, because I think the first game was not that didn't make a good impact, and it was turn based too.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised they changed gameplay in the second one to an action RPG ish game. So yeah, that's much
Yeah, I mean,
surprised to see there's a sequel.
yeah, happy for fans of Fairy Tale. It's too bad that I did not get into the manga, or else I would be interested as well. Next one,
Yeah.
Fantasia Neo Dimension. This one actually I'm interested. This is made
Oh
by the
yeah.
OG team of Final Fantasy, Hironobu
I think you will
Sakaguchi.
love this game, man.
Yep. I saw the trailer like 2 or 3 times already, so I am gonna get this one. Confirm gonna get this one. So this game is
Yeah,
coming
please
out
do,
this
please.
holiday. So it's a must get for any RPG fans because you grow up through Final Fantasy, so you definitely know the work lah. Obviously, this is a much
Yeah.
smaller project, but I think this is a love project by the OG Final Fantasy team. So I'm actually very
Oh,
excited
you
about
guys,
this one.
I played this on Apple Arcade and it was already very beautiful and very good. Um, but you guys are gonna get like voice acting. Or what? They
Oh
don't have
yeah,
voice
I heard
acting in
there's
Apple
voice
Arcade,
acting.
but
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But they were so expressive in their character design and the models. Like I didn't need the voice at all. It was like
Okay.
playing old school FF all over again, which was great.
Oh yeah,
Um,
true. Hmm.
and the
Okay.
Have you
so
guys?
but the
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
but the gameplay, like, oh yeah, I think the gameplay makes it very unique from other JRPGs because they use in a way that like a line trajectory system.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can bend your magic trajectory, or you can like go through a straight line and pierce through a line of
Multiple.
enemies. Multiple. It plays so good and it's so well done. It's so addictive as well. And then the way that you can put your enemies in the dungeon and then you fight all of it in one battle, that's amazing. That's easy. That's an easy way to grind as well. Like it's you can also enjoy the exploring with no problems. Like since there's like the all the auto battle, or the random counter will just be put in the dungeon for you to like keep it and fight it next time. That is smart. That is such a smart system for Fantasia. So yeah, I can't wait for you guys to try. Oh, do you know that the background are all diorama, like real life diorama? Like
I've
the
heard of that.
Sakaguchi
Yeah,
actually
yeah, 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 yeah.
I've heard of that.
Sakaguchi built the house or whatever, or the town is actually real, and it looks so good in the game. The how they interact
And
with the characters, how the characters interact with the environment. I don't know how they like program it, but it looks so good. It makes it so unique looking. So yeah, it's very beautiful. I'm so happy this game. I've been speculating this game to be out uh from the Apple Arcade for a while now, since last year, and I'm so happy it was announced in this direct, and you guys get to play it. Yeah, you if you miss the old FF sound, FF storyline, and all that, Fantasian is for you, man. I heard from the trailer sounds like an FF8 music. To be honest, that's like
It's
I think that's the
Gunblade.
battle music. It's not a gunblade, but it looks
yay!
like a gunblade, to be
It
honest.
is a Gunblade.
Yay!
He,
And,
he,
oh,
he
FF8.
doesn't use a gun.
okay.
It's more like a half keyblade, half. It's like a half a scissors. It's
Okay.
like
With
killer.
that,
It's it's like Killer Kill's scissor blade thing, but it's far half. So
okay,
it's like that lah.
because I saw like a there's a revolver kind of thing, by maybe yeah something. So I thought it was
Nobody nobody uses guns. Yeah, I, all the party members don't use guns somehow. Yeah, surprisingly. Maybe because bending the gun doesn't make sense if you use, yeah, but whatever.
mm,
But yeah, the gameplay, the storyline, the graphics, I think this will be one of your favorite JRPGs if you're like into old FF with a modern twist. So yeah, get it, guys. Once it comes out, get it. I think I'm gonna get it too because they have voiceover, and I wanna play that again with voiceover.
Right.
nice.
Next is Mio Memories in Orbit coming out in 2025. I'll be honest. At first, I was like, "What's this?" Then I'm actually quite interested on this one, and I written down a note here. There's your Silk Song representation.
Oh my
Because
goodness!
I believe it's kind of like a Metroidvania-ish, a lot of platforming, quick reflexes and stuff. So I feel like this is maybe in the same vein as Hollow Knight. So it does look quite nice though. It does look quite nice, and I'm
It looks
actually
nice. Yeah.
I can't wait to see more of this game. So
Looks a lot like that. That what do you call the
Silk Song.
no the wolf. What was it? I forgot. Ori. I mean, not in
oh
terms of the
Oh,
presentation, but
the
the
gameplay.
movement lah. Yeah, the gameplay looks
oh
bit more
yeah.
macam
If you think that
kan.
way, that it kind of has that Ori feel as well.
Mm.
So yeah, but it definitely piqued my interest. I will check out more of this game as more details coming out. Next is Disney Illusion Island. This game already came out. I think this is a DLC.
Got an update. Yeah.
I think it's launching on Tuesday actually. It's actually it came out on Shadow Drop, I think, the DLC. So it's just more mystery update and stuff like that lah. So Next is Zerg's favorite game. Could be his game of the year. It's Hello Kitty Island Adventure. This game
Yeah.
is Apple Arcade. So same thing as Fantasian. It came out from the Apple Arcade, so it's no longer exclusive. Um, right now, but it's time exclusive, kind console exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. It's coming out next year, I think. Yep. So Zerg, you want to say anything about this game? A word, two,
He's just gonna say game of the year, and back off.
4 letters. Goty. Okay, cool. Thanks, Zerg.
Game of the
He's
year.
coming.
All right, fine. He said it.
Elden Ring
He said
DLC.
it. He said it.
Come on, the wrong time lah. So that's what you
Yeah, game of the
should
year.
have push it next year. Should have push it next year.
Yeah. Hello Kitty gonna sweep those awards.
Damn. Big words, but I agree nonetheless. um, Next is Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. This one is coming this fall. I think during the reaction time I did with Adri, right? I mentioned that I have fond memories with not Looney Tunes, specifically Space Jam. They have a lot of, they have a basketball game in, I think it's the SNES, I think. That's pretty fun. So this gave me that kind of a vibe lah. But this one has a few sport games. There's 4 sport mini games, which is basketball, tennis, soccer, and one more. I'm not sure. Is it hockey or something like that? So maybe it's golf. Sorry, it's golf. I think it's golf. Written down here. So does look cool. Any fan of Looney Tunes, well, I guess would like it lah. Next is Among Us. This is the one that started the rumor mill that the Nintendo Direct is happening on July 18. Sorry, June 18. So thanks to them, I guess. So Among Us has a new update. They have new roles, basically a noise maker that makes noise when you are killed, a tracker that puts a tracker device on a target, and a phantom that can become invisible. So that's pretty cool. It's coming out, free update coming out on Tuesday. Next one is called Pharmagia. I think it's Pharmagia. So this game, I'm not sure Reese has has seen this or not. I'm not sure is it interested to you or not. But basically, it's kind of like a Pikmin kind of game where you grow plants that becomes monsters, and these monsters are sort of like your Pikmin. Different monsters serve different purposes, and it's up to you to use different monsters to in different situations to fight against different monsters, different bosses and stuff like that. It's kind of cool though. It has the anime vibe, and apparently there's a bunch of monster variety that you can go with. And most of all, I'm interested because it has that Pikmin gameplay lah. So I think it's pretty cool. I like this one. The only thing that maybe is can turn people away is the anime art style lah. But aside from that, I think this is pretty cool. I like this one. It's coming out on November 1st. Next one, I have to wait for Adri to come back. I'm not sure he's interested. Next one is Dragon Quest 3. I think Reese will like this one as well. Dragon Quest 3.
Oh yeah,
HD
yeah,
2D
yeah,
remake.
yeah.
So this one is pretty cool. I
Okay.
written down a note. It's called. I just say that the environment is very beautiful.
Okay. I'm pretty sure do have a lot to comment on this, but never mind. I'll just say whatever that I feel about this game. So I would say this direct, we got a lot of RPG games.
Yep.
You guys would agree, right? So there's a lot of RPG games, and I think one of the biggest one, if not the biggest one, is Dragon Quest 3
Yep,
because this one has been it has been under the waiting radar for so long. Everyone wants this game. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Everyone loves the game. Yeah, because
that's still
DQ3
song
has
level, I think. Still song level already.
Correct.
Is it gonna come?
DQ3 has always been one of the most favorite, if not the favorite, the most fan favorite from the DQ series. Of course, I'm a big fan of DQ 8, but then I've played this before and I know why, because this It is a sequel, well, actually a prequel to one and two, where
Yeah,
back then
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
during Final
It's the
Fantasy days,
first
correct. So this is actually the first one. What was the hero name? I forgot. Uh, I forgot
Erdrick.
what.
Edric,
Erdrick.
Edric.
Edric, right? So
Yeah,
uh, this game was so popular because it was so big. Because it is because when you play in one two, they are a bit smaller chunk of it, right? And then when they
yeah,
come up with number
yeah.
three, they boost up the content for this game, and everyone love this game. And of course, when we're talking about the re-release, the remaster, the remake, we call it, this one is a remake, right? I would consider this as remake,
It's
right?
a
They just
remake.
call it
Yeah,
H.
yeah. They
They
even
Yeah,
call it.
specifically
yeah,
HD 2D remake. Make it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
clear, right? So
Mhm.
so with the way how a lot of this is a very good a way to treat this kind of game lah nowadays. Of course, we are expecting FF6 to be in this bandwagon as well, but we
Man,
haven't
Well,
got it.
oh
Yeah, we haven't
shit.
got it. Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah. So I really love that they are uh, what do you call it? Menyimpan lah benda ni. They are so that a lot of new generation can play this game because it is an amazing game. Dragon Quest has always been underrated because of how Final Fantasy
Overshadow it
clouded
lah.
the JRPG, the JRPG kind of role, but Dragon Quest is still pretty solid. If not, I think because they are very consistent with their how do you say their gameplay, they wanted to make sure that they can still stay with whatever they presented. Unlike Final Fantasy, they always change their gameplay, right? So I
yeah.
think this is pretty amazing, and of course with the a little bit more oomph to it, they decided to what you call add one and two as well, to be uh, supporting the narrative because uh, at the storyline narrative kind of chronology, it's always gonna be the third one first. Only then you play one and two, right? So it's nice to see this coming on Switch. It's a very solid product to be on Switch.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
It
I don't know
is.
about you guys lah, but I really, really, really liked something the end of this trailer where they show everything already. The
Oh
sun, it's not
yeah,
going away.
yeah.
You're not going away. Then
I love it. I love it.
oh,
I love it. The way they do it, they show the title. I remember that, Harry. You were saying, "Oh, they're gonna shadow drop it or something," like release right after this. But then they showed the title. The release date was November 14th. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, November 14. Oh, 17 was it? But it's gonna be quite close with Zelda. So yeah, this is gonna be
Yeah.
kind of steep, kind of steep, kind of steep. But
Pocket bocor lah.
yeah, the reveal, the reveal at the end there, I cannot believe it. Like that's so good. They extended and revealed the two other protagonists from the first two Dragon Quest games. Oh my god, that is so well done. And that's gonna be the cover for their game, the game cover for the box. So imagine you put that side by side in if display it on your shelf. That is gonna look so
yeah.
good.
You
And
have
yeah,
to
I
get this
cannot
physical. Have to get this physical.
have to
Must
get
be
it
must.
physical.
Seriously, get it. Get this
That's how you
physical.
do a reveal, man. This
Yeah.
game. And I like that they released three first because I'm gonna spoil a bit Dragon Quest 11 because their latest one was 11, right? And then the ending
Hmm.
no, sorry,
Multiverse.
weapons some weapons in the
Shit.
game
Again.
appear no sorry the sword from Dragon Quest 3 appear in Dragon Quest 11, right? They speak the same legend and all that whatnot, same character name, and then the sword design is the same as 3, and then um 11 makes upgrade that sword or whatever. But it turns out there's a secret ending at the after 11, or was it mid credits, I forgot or whatever. It revealed like a few years after 11, few a lot of years after 11, someone was waking someone up, a mom was waking a child up, and then she mentioned the protagonist from number three's name.
Edric.
So
Shit.
Erdrick, like, yeah. So technically, if you finish 11, then you're technically gonna play the sequel this November. in the 2D HD remake, which is amazing. That they are so smart doing this.
Okay
And
lah.
then 1 and 2 coming out next year, right? So you're technically
Yep.
playing it in chronological order if you
Most of what I
if
said. Yep.
11 was your game first, which is amazing. They planned this well, man. They
Which is
planned this.
Exactly.
I feel like DQ still did okay. At least even if there's a sequel that released after the prequel released after is still fine. At least there's a timeline.
Yeah.
My issue is like Kingdom Hearts or FF7. There's like multiverses here and there, parallel universe. That's
Oh
every
no.
that one I tak boleh tahan lah. That one I tak boleh tahan. I don't know. DQ. I feel in
Yeah.
for.
DQ doing it mild, but not explicit. Like they didn't say like 4 or it's 5 is a sequel to 4 or something. It's just following like they just do some mentions, but it's within understandable precision lah. Understandable. It's not like FS7, our theory, our whiteboard thing.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not like that. It's pretty straightforward, and it's better. You can play at any entry, and then you can just learn from there and just read whatever dialogue they mentioned. You can just piece it together yourself. Yeah, you don't need some theory or whatever to understand the story.
Thank God for DQ. Um. Next. Next, we move on to it's actually right after this one. We move on to Funko Fusion. Yeah, this one doesn't look great.
The
It's
Lego competitor.
Yeah, the graphic doesn't look great. I think the frame rate got some issue also.
Yeah.
It's coming out on September 13. Cool. Funko Pop is cool. A lot of reference, pop culture references. But yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I don't know how it works. How they
Yeah.
gonna
Same.
monetize us, stuff like that. Is it
I don't
gonna
know
be a
how the
premium
heck they got a
price?
slot.
Yeah. So September
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does well. Really, I mean, like,
Oh,
any game that comes out, always
good
hope
luck
it
to
does well.
them.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Next is a new Denpa Man game. I have to be honest, I heard of it, but I don't know what is this. I think this is for free game. Is it? I think this is free.
Dempa. Oh yeah, I thought it was Tomodachi Life. The
Is
one I got stuck.
I keep getting
Oh, okay.
mistaken that as well. This coming in fairly soon, July 27. Next one, interesting. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. This is a mobile game. I've
They
since
got
seen
ported.
some gameplay footages. I think this is the kind of game that I would like. Basically, you are the left side, your enemies on the right side. You are trying to outlive one another so that
Yeah.
you can destroy the enemy base at the far end of another side. I think that sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I
Mhm.
think I'll like it. I'll like this. That's Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. Next is Reese, a game that Reese just played, the first one, which is Darkest Dungeon 2. Is coming out. Actually very soon also. July 15. Less than a month
Yeah.
away. I saw Darkest Dungeon on sale on Switch, pretty cheap. I'm not sure should I get it. So, is it a very difficult game, Reese?
I think I've the based on the one that I played, it does feel a bit what's it in terms of the gameplay. It's not for the light-hearted lah. So that's it's not what it's a game that you uh it's a Dark Soul kind of traits that we see in this kind of game, because it requires you to be precise, you to be very strategic kind of stuff. So, and the enemies are pretty tough. I'm not sure whether there'll be I'm not sure whether there's an easy mode or what. But so far, the one that I've tried, like an hour, it feels that it is a challenging game, at least a challenging game lah. So
Okay, cool. I want to check out this one. Always interested. Next, Phantom Brave. This one is a tech. Phantom Brave. I think it's a sequel.
Miss America. Is
That's
it?
right. Yeah, I think it's a sequel though. I heard that it's a sequel.
it was a game
Oh.
from PS1 way back then. It was a
Damn.
Oh yeah.
PS1.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've played it before, so it's a Disgaea kind of game. So
No wonder
back
it looks
then,
so familiar.
yeah. So
Oh,
it's
it's a
a
sequel from Phantom.
Uh,
Okay.
PS1 game, right? From
Oh
the second,
yeah,
right? Is it?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's also on Steam right now.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
SRPG. So yeah, you expect
yeah.
a lot
If
of,
you like this
yeah.
Gaia and all that, yeah, you will love it.
If you like what you call triangle strategy, this might be something for
Yeah,
you as well.
I written down here like this is
Yeah.
my kind of
Okay.
game. Seems very neat.
Mm.
Next, Adri would like this one. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade
Oh my
Classic.
goodness.
I think I think
Oh my
before Adri
goodness.
say it right, I think this is the moment. This is the very moment when this direct become an instant A for Adri. Go ahead.
Yeah. It was, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I've been following these the streamers, these FVGC streamers, especially Maximilian Dude or Yipes and all that, Sir Jam. They all but especially Maximilian, he did a movement called hashtag free MVC2  3 years ago. And to a point that there was no there was a lot of people who showed up or fanfare, a lot of it went viral, but nothing from Capcom or Marvel say anything about it. So he at that point couldn't just accept the fact that Marvel was going to die out. And for me, I thought the same too because yeah, I mean, how is Capcom going to discuss with Marvel now, with Marvel being such a big company to release a game, to revive this game in a way? But when this came out, when I saw that Capcom sign came out, and then the tagline was "I'm going to take you for a ride," which is the theme song name for the character select, I just couldn't believe my eyes, and I saw my childhood flashing right in front of me of times playing Marvel's Capcom 1 on the PS1. So I just couldn't believe it. Like maybe it could be factoring that X-Men 97 was really well received in Disney Plus.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, such a
Exactly.
good show that one. It was such a good show. So maybe Marvel was like, okay, they want more X-Men 97 release every X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel superheroes, all the fighting games that had this
Yeah.
X-Men. It's like, okay, you go ahead, Capcom, do it, and
Yep.
you'll be like, okay, okay, maybe that contributed in a way. I mean, the fans of X-Men kind of contributed to Marvel saying, okay, let's re-release Marvel vs. Capcom, and all everything before that, in this one whole collection. And since you guys did collection very well, they did the fighting game bundle, they had the beat 'em up bundle that everyone loved and all that. So that gave Capcom more recognition and credibility for them to port this well. That Marvel probably like, okay, you can do it now. So yeah, and maybe and they just leave it there. They just released it with that collection, and a lot of people are speculating. Um, this is Marvel testing waters right now to see if it's ready for next Marvel vs. Capcom game. Because the last one, when Infinite came out, people hated it, and I think it's because a lot of
Yeah.
maybe Marvel or Disney wanted to make it
Pretty
look so like the MCU so much that it's
correct. I
terrible.
agree.
They omitted the
Cyclops.
X-Men. They are Cyclops. All the most of
Children of
the
the Atom Cyclops is awesome, man. When you've seen the it was like so amazing, right? I'm not sure why they decided to.
exactly.
Yeah, it was like wow, man.
It's to a point that yeah, those games are influential that X-Men 97
Correct, correct.
creators put some of those reference
Ah,
in some scenes, and people were like people were losing their minds.
losing
Oh
my
my god,
eyes exactly.
X-Men you sorry, Cyclops used his ultimate in the final episode of 97, which
Oh
that
my
is
god.
freaking amazing, man. So yeah,
It's
they know these games are very influential, and they wanna like they need to ride it on. And
I
Marvel finally seeing it
yeah.
after the mess of Infinite, like they omitted X-Men, and then the devs saying, "Oh, people forget about the X-Men." Oh man, it was a
Well,
PR disaster at the same time as well for
I
Infinite. So
would say right. Sorry, Harry. Sorry, Adri. I would say that
okay,
uh, it has always been the biggest issue with this kind of just because uh, uh, the legal kind of perspective, right? Because You
Yeah,
Marvels is with Disney, and then X-Men is with Fox, and then you have Spider-Man with Sony.
yeah, yeah.
It's the I would say the toughest boss, enemy boss in Marvel series is the lawyers, right? Because it's just
The
it's just so
executive.
no, it's
Okay.
just
I know. Like
oh
I agree. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. So
I
so
agree.
this franchise has always been so deep, so close to fans, right? And when
Yeah,
it goes through this route, it becomes so
yeah.
messy, and I would say that that would be the biggest issue with this franchise lah. So yeah, it,
So that's great lah when Disney able to bought back the
correct,
X-Men
correct.
franchise back to
Mm,
Marvel. So yeah, that probably contribute mostly to Marvel's Capcom finally
mm, mm.
returning and allow them because Disney was or Marvel was being so petty about using X-Men and no mention of X-Men in MCU or any other media, even in the comic books were affected. So, but since they brought it back, they're like, okay, here's Marvel Capcom, the fans want it, or X-Men '97, here we go. So yeah, that I think it's not just what Maximilian did for the FGC. I think it's just from the moment Disney bought Fox and got the X-Men and Fantastic Four and whatever they had brought in, it just snowballed slowly into what we have now, which is the Marvel versus Capcom collection. And yeah, it's coming this year for not just the Switch, for the PS4 and Steam, not for Xbox. That's a different story we're gonna talk about another day. But yeah, I can't believe this is happening. I'm gonna get the Switch version for sure because Nintendo did
Portability.
us a solid with this one. I cannot believe this Nintendo Direct was oh my god. This is the peak Nintendo Direct for this year for me, and it's just because they announced Marvel's Capcom. They do it casually too. Like
Yeah.
it's not even
By the
who
way,
the
take
host.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's not even oh one more thing, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like here the,
By
the
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 way,
narrator was like, hey, I'm gonna take you for a ride, and then everyone was like, what the heck? And then they just casually show all the games that we thought was in limbo forever, and then okay, don't forget to get it. Marvel's Capcom collection arcade classics coming out this year, and then straight away they go to Super Mario Party the next, and then people just forgot about Super Mario Party and just was like, what the heck just happened? Like it was amazing. I couldn't believe it in my eyes. They could have announced it in Evo though, which is coming in next month or
yeah, next
in
month.
July. But they decided to go for Nintendo. They know Nintendo has
The
the most
market.
eyes. People are assuming there's gonna be a new announcement in Evo for Marvel's Capcom. I don't know, Marvel's Capcom 4, maybe a teaser, but we'll see. But
Let's
or
just
maybe
let's
the
just admit
release
it.
date for the collection.
Let's just admit it.
Yeah.
It's this kind of games are so uh so I would say so valuable at a portable kind of level because
Influential. Yes, yes,
it is
yes.
you can play those I mean short snips kind of game every whenever you are
Yeah,
wherever you are, right? So
true.
that's just amazing, right? So
Is your is the arcade they say it's the arcade version of the games, right? So if you buy it for Switch, you can technically it's technically your own arcade machine to play
arcade,
this
yeah,
game.
exactly.
So yeah, and then the Switch has those Joy-Cons become two controllers
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah,
Bro, you can
exactly,
have a fight off straight away. You don't have to
exactly.
bring your console, or you can just straight away fight it off at the mama or whatever. It's the perfect game for the Switch. And I know and Nintendo definitely saw that and put it in the direct. Which and good for Capcom for using that slot to show it to the world. So
Yep.
yeah, good, great strategy, great timing. Everything was so great. Man, it's gonna be a successful collection for sure. This one, and I'm looking forward to the
Mm.
future of it. Oh my god,
Switch
I'm
is
so
on
excited.
Nitro Pack. I told you Switch is on Nitro Pack. That's just it.
Yeah, it's on it's on life support times 100 at this point. So Nintendo's going out with a bang, lah. Seriously, with the third parties, not just
Correct,
the first
correct.
parties,
That's
but
the
the
first
third
party. Yeah,
parties as well. It's
correct.
crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Before we move on to the next one, two things. First off, Reese said that he has to leave already. 10 minutes, right? But
Oh yeah.
I want to
Me
let you
too. Soon. Yeah.
I want to let you go first, Reese. You just maybe you can just share with us what is your grade for. I think we already know what's your grade lah, but you just make it official. What's your grade for this direct? Just make it official.
Okay, this is a 5 out of 5 for me. I just love this. Of course,
A letter
uh,
grade, letter grade.
yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with.
I didn't
I'm
say
gonna go
I'm
with.
anything.
learning from.
I'm gonna go with A plus on this. I'm gonna go with A plus on this because,
Okay.
oh, not only because I've set up, but a lot of those how do you say it? Those marks points are coming from me setting this expectation at a very baseline level, as I mentioned earlier. But then when you set those up at a very baseline and you get these surprises 1, 2, 3, and those 1, 2 punch coming up from Switch showcase, it just boosted up so up high. And then of course, as what Adri mentioned, not only the first party games are knocking the boots out of the other showcase, the third party games as well are really how do you say it? Are really uh, showing a lot of bangs out of this. So I'm just surprised to see they can still they can still susun this, arrange this for this specific direct, despite being on because we need to admit the idea that Switch 2 was supposed to be a this year kind of launch had to be pushed back for some reason from Nintendo, and we were saying that alamak, if they push this back, that means that this year will be there'll be a lot of gap this year because the initial plan was to release Switch 2 this year, but for some reason they're pushing it back. But then the Nintendo, as we always know, the games has always been around in the shelf. Just need Nintendo to just pick it up and just throw it inside the trolley bag, right? So I'm so happy with this direct. It's A plus for me. Yeah, that's
Okay.
there
Officially
you go.
A
A
plus
plus.
from Reese. All right, Reese. I let you go first. So thank you so much
All
for
right,
being
sure.
here. Thank you so much, Reese.
Thank you,
Bye
Reese.
bye. Have a nice day, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Zergg gave his rating as well. But I will
Early,
share his one
yeah,
near the end.
yeah.
All right, so let's quickly just get through the rest of the games. All right, next we have Just Dance 2025 edition. My only note
Oh
is
man, why did Reset leave at the time?
I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Oh,
Bless.
my one note about this game is next. So yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. If no one else anything to add, then we move on to the next one, which is Lego Horizon Adventures. I think they finally showed the footage for the Switch footage. It still looks okay though,
oh, it looks
and
okay. I'm
it
I'm
looks
getting
okay.
it. I'm getting it.
Yeah, I don't see any issue on that one. So the coolest thing is that there's a Sony publishing name in the direct, so that's cool.
It's kind of weird,
Yeah,
but yeah,
it looks kind of weird. I mean, previously it was Microsoft, right? Xbox, right? So now it's
Y-
Sony, lah. So that's
yeah.
cool. I mean, I hope for more, lah. Let's all be friends, lah, right? Let's all be friends. Next is Stray. Stray is originally a X on
PS
PlayStation,
exclusive. Yeah.
exclusive to PlayStation. Then you move on to Xbox. I'll be
Mm-hmm.
honest, this one does look a bit rough, lah. It does look very muddy, blur.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is a Switch footage.
I
So
mean,
I mean, if you can play on
should be
other
no
platform,
problem.
if
It's
you can play on other platform, play on other platform. But if cannot, if Switch is good,
better. Yeah. True.
yeah,
True.
then
True. True.
play on Switch. Next, a few more games to go. Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. I'm actually excited for this one because I love the
Oh,
Tolkien
yeah. She looks nice.
game. I think this is a Switch footage. Looks well. I think
It looks
plays
like
well
it.
as well. So it's a cozy game. Let's be real. You don't fight things. You're living as a hobbit. Hobbit don't fight. Hobbit live cozy, and then they die. That's pretty much
There's
it.
Gandalf.
Oh yeah, that's apparently there's Gandalf. So that's cool. That's cool. I just saw from some impressions from people. They say that the gathering for food and cooking and inviting people to build relationship is a very big focus of the game. So interesting,
Okay,
interesting.
okay.
Next, I'm not sure you're interested, is Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
A lot of my
So,
friends are into this, so they were so happy to see this as well. As much as I like Marvel's Capcom collection, they like this
oh
uh
man,
like that as well. So yeah, so it's crazy. Capcom is winning with their collection in this direct, to be honest.
yeah, let's see, they come out a lot of their best best IPs. Yeah, so I'm hoping
Yeah.
they can add on another, which is Monster Hunter, maybe next year. Who knows?
Oh, that's interesting.
That would be a big thing. Next, okay, sorry, the Ace Attorney games coming out on the September 6th. Next, we have
Oh, quite cool.
the 100 Line Last Defense Academy.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
This one, I think we immediately relate it to Danganronpa, and then their most recent game is the Raincoat, the investigation
Ah,
game,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that one.
So
Yeah, that one, that one.
it has that distinctive character style, so that's why we have. How it looks so familiar. But what really interests me is the defense survival kind of gameplay lah. So I'm actually looking forward to this one to see how it goes. And finally, the last game, which is Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven,
This was surprising as well.
coming out October 24th. Yeah, I written down here for a remake, it's quite high production. So it might be a hit later this year. So I'm actually really looking forward to this one. Um because I recall the older Romancy Saga games are all like old Final Fantasy games, right? Like the
Yeah,
pixel graphics, right? So this is like
I'm
full
surprised.
3D
They
and
just
stuff.
they just released a new Saga game, the Emerald
Emerald.
game, like few months ago, and now they announced the remake of Romantic Saga 2. That's surprising, and yeah, the budget for that series must have been really good. Then the profit and the budget, I mean. So,
Yeah. It's not like it's
but
too
yeah, good
three.
for them.
Yeah. Go
We're
ahead.
getting more Square Enix RPGs in this direct, which I love. Which I love. They're all turn-based RPGs, which a lot of people were complaining the past few months about Final Fantasy not being turn-based, right? But we have like other Square Enix still turn-based, so this is great, lah. I feel this is great.
Yeah, I'm actually this is one of a surprise announcement that I'm like, no, that's weird. Like from a pixel top-down pixel game become a full 3D game, and it looks so good some more. I might check this one out. All right, let's quickly just go through the next section, which is 3 games that you really want to play. I'll share mine. I read it down here. First off is
Oh, I have
Mario.
to go soon.
Oh,
Actually, I have to go
okay.
soon.
All right. In that case, let's just
Yeah, yeah,
jump through this one, and then let's just grade the
yeah.
direct. I'll just share
That's great.
Zerg first. Zerg one is let me check his comments. Um, his one is 4.99 out of 5 because that apparently that 0.01 minus is because
Dragon
Dragon
Quest is
Quest is
200 USD.
you 200. What I don't understand, but okay, apparently that's a thing. um
Is he talking about? Are you talking about the collector's edition?
oh, the last
Ah, there
edition
we go.
chair,
Deluxe
ayo,
edition,
what like
okay.
that?
I
why you
thought
s-
I thought base.
why you want to why you want to torture yourself and should get the standard lah. But anyway, understand, got it. As for me, okay, Adri's not around yet, but let me just share mine.
I'm coming. I'm
My
still here.
Okay, I'll just share mine first. I will give this. I'll be giving rating, right? Um, the
Yeah.
one I guess the one is at A lah, A plus lah, 4.99. My one will be at A plus as well lah. It's a fantastic direct with a lot of surprising announcement. Just the fact that a new Zelda game is announced without no leak whatsoever, and plus Zelda is playable, is pretty cool. So yep, a lot of pretty cool announcement for this one. So I'll give it an A plus. How about you, Adri?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna one up everyone. I'm gonna one up. I'm gonna
How
give
do you
it
one up A
an
plus?
S.
Oh shit! Okay, there's
I'm
an
gonna
S.
give it an S.
I guess that's an S. I guess.
I'm gonna give it. I gave it an S because holy moly, this I did not expect this direct to blow us out of the wall. The last time I felt this was the Smash reveal many years ago, 2017, 2000, early 2018. So and then the Smash reveals in other directs before that. So yeah, it's so crazy. It revived a lot of uh game genre, game series that we thought dead. Mario and Luigi and
Hmm.
Marvel's Capcom in the
Mm-hmm.
same direct. Like, oh my goodness, first party and third party games that we thought died off, and then they brought it back in this direct together. I cannot hold it. And then more news on Dragon Quest. Oh my god, we thought that was radio silent for so long. They brought it back. Same goes for Metroid
Metroid.
Prime. So two games that there were two games that were announced very early, but nothing update until this direct also. So and then more ports, Donkey Kong, and then Fantasia, Hello Kitty from Apple Arcade. All good ports that coming to Switch and also other consoles. It was quite a lot. A lot of milestones were announced in this direct, and oh man, I still think about it sometimes, even days after that. So yeah, this direct really threw it out the park, and I give it the highest, the S plus, maybe
Definitely.
S plus. Let's add
De-
a play.
S plus. Definitely, especially knowing that it's a so-called a last year for the Switch. I think this one they really going out with a bang, lah. Right? That we can agree
Yeah,
they're going
yeah,
out with a bang. We haven't even heard there's supposed to be a September direct. Who knows? September direct usually is the Tokyo Game
yeah.
Show one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Tokyo
Oh
Game
my
Show
god.
usually has some
Okay,
pretty big
okay,
stuff also.
okay.
So let's not forget
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah.
one. Yeah, so let's not forget about that one. That one will be Switch focused as well, I would assume, because they are not, unless they're gonna announce the Switch 2 news before that, then they're gonna show Switch 2 games on September Direct. Who knows? Either way,
Yeah, who
pretty
knows?
good showing for a game for a console that supposedly at the end of its cycle. So I want to thank Adri and Zerg for being here. Zerg, he's radio silence, but we know that he's listening. So thank you both of you for being here. So we're gonna see you guys next week,
No worries.
and let's dive a bit deeper into maybe some of the topics that we just surface level went through just now. I will just see what other
Yeah.
topics that we can go with, and yeah, have a good night, have a good night, have a good weekend, and we will see you
Okay.
next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.